That's not good. I'm going to meet him in a second. Yep. Hey, welcome back. No crazy big speeches or anything today, but the car is filthy. It's covered in pollen. I haven't really washed it, but I figured we'd take it out for a little night drive. This thing always looks good at night. So, man, what a day it has been. I was out shooting a Bizzarini today, of all things, and it's 90-something degrees today. Not a good day to drive the 911 because there's no air conditioning. But the best conditions to drive this car are right now. 75, 80 degrees, no sun, just you in the car, nice open cockpit. And I also wanted to test out the GoPro 8 in the low light because I haven't really done any night drives with it yet, and I need to start doing that. So let's just go drive. No purpose, just driving. I'm even going to open the sunroof for this one. There's a little toggle switch here. There you go. And to ensure that you don't get wind noise, you'll hear some, but it won't be like unbearable, horrible wind noise. We put the 180s on, so there we go. I really shouldn't have shown you the car in the light. It's filthy. For that, I apologize. Still need to get these oil temps up a bit. Been a while since I've driven this car. Not giving it enough throttle on those rev matches. I can already hear the comments. The blip in the second is because the gearbox isn't totally warmed up yet, so these don't like to take really hard, fast shifts, especially in that first to second. So I usually just ease it through. The flywheel's already slowed down quite a bit, so I'll give it a little blip just to make sure that it's rev matched even on the upshift. A lot of people ask, what's that light in the center? That's an upshift light. There's a little arrow. Even in 1988, Porsche was trying to make sure that you were gonna conserve fuel, not forget to use the next gear. It's available. I'd like to turn that off. It's pretty silly and annoying. Oh, it smells so good out here at night. I need to do more night drives. I'm a night owl. I don't wake up till 9 usually, unless I've got a gig that I need to be there for. These low cars, man, it always looks like everybody has their high beams on because you're right in the line of sight of their low beams. Not fun. wish you could smell what I'm smelling, and it's not just me being gross all day and not having taken a shower yet. I can smell all these fires that people are burning in their backyards over the weekend. The pine trees, man, night drives. This is why you gotta have a convertible. Lots of sand. Don't mess with that. High beams on this Porsche make all the difference. You just gotta remember to turn them off. Treat public roads like a racetrack. You want to leave room on the table. You know, if you've got line of sight, especially at night, you know, enjoy it, wind it out, but we're not going to go crazy out here. You never know what's around a corner, especially deer and stuff like that. Like, God, I keep finding deer out in these rural areas, and that would ruin this car and me probably at the same time. Not how you want to go down, but it's fun to just exercise it. God, I love this thing. Like the GT4 where we talk about gearing and how second gear is too long and all that stuff. This is, Porsche always kind of did that. Well, all right, not always, but the G50 box, even back then, gearing is long enough. You know, third gear is all you need. So the way second gear gets you through kind of all the rural stuff in a GT4, third gear gets you through all the rural stuff in an 80s 911. I think you got to go way back to get shorter gears. Not that I've driven that kind of stuff, so if you're a big Porsche-phile, you know all your air-cooleds down to the 73 RSs and before that, feel free to tell me about gear ratios. I don't know those off the top of my head. High school, I was friends with this girl named Christy, and we used to take this road. It's a really creepy road, and she told me about how when she was a kid, her parents told her there was a witch who lived down here. Oh my God. Terrifying out here. Blair Witch stuff, man. We live in a hot rodder town. Big old Mickey Thompson burnouts everywhere. Can't drive too fast around here though. The roads aren't great. No holes, but they're all rutted. Kind of a bummer. And my God, if I hit this fast enough in this Porsche, well, that's a suicide. Those are high beams. No question about that. Oh, shoot. That's not good. I'm going to meet him in a second. Yep. Actually. Yes, sir. I'm going to reach into my pocket and my glove box.
As you can probably see, this was a relatively tame drive. I was exercising second and a little bit of third, but not much. But I know better than to go around that blind corner, even though there were no headlights coming, which is probably why I felt comfortable at the speed I was at. But I wasn't coming in hot, but he had every right to flip on the lights and pull me over. And he hit the sirens because I went probably another 200 feet before pulling over. I didn't want to pull over on the bridge for him because A, it's uncomfortable for me and it makes me more unsettled if I'm worried about traffic now and I don't want him on the road. So I just went to the first street. And I knew that would be a comfortable place for us to both be safe and sit there. So I think he probably appreciated that after I did it. But, you know, if that street had been another 100 feet further, he may have not really appreciated me continuing to drive. When you do get pulled over, use your judgment. You know, if there is a safer place to pull over, do that. Sometimes officers don't like that and they'll say, look, you pull over where I say to pull over, and they're not wrong. But, you know, in my opinion, I like to give them a place where I know they're going to be safe and I'm going to be safe. And before you go rummaging around your glove box or your pockets, make sure you let them know you're going to do that.
All right, kids, don't speed. Don't forget to respect the drive, and yeah, don't drive fast at night in rural towns. There are cops everywhere, and sometimes they are very friendly cops, but cops nonetheless. Lesson learned. Be good.